What's up guys, my name's Snaadt and welcome back to another video. This week we're talking about how you can transform your video footage from looking like this to this. The cool thing is there are three aspects about this type of footage that makes it look more cinematic, which I'm going to break down towards the end of this video. So make sure to smash the like button below and let's see if we can get 10 likes on this video. Interesting thing about making videos look more cinematic is that you only need these three major things to make them look this way. So today I'm going to break these things down and we're going to talk about how you can make your own videos look more cinematic. You can use these for B-roll cut-ins or other things to promote your business, your online services, your ebooks, whatever you want to use it for, but this is going to make it more visually appealing to your audience. The common thing that you see a lot of times online is that people will just take normal raw footage that is very boring to look at and they kind of put it together in a sequence when they're making a video. If someone's just watching a talking head video like this and there's no B-roll or any cut-ins, it gets very boring to watch. So the first aspect about these B-roll cut-ins is making sure that you're shooting things in slow motion. So depending on what kind of camera you're using, you want to shoot things in a frame rate that's higher than 24 frames a second. I'm shooting this video in 4K and 24 frames a second, but if I slow it down at 24 frames, it's going to be very gross and choppy. So when you're shooting these slow motion sequences, you want to shoot in a higher frame rate, so 60 frames or higher per second. And if you're completely new to cameras, just make sure you're shooting at 60 frames or higher per second. So then in your editing software, just slow it down to 50%. Use that slow motion aspect to really dramatize everything. And I mean, the Baywatch effect is so real, guys. If you slow down anything that you're doing, it makes it look really cinematic. Just putting slow motion, even if it's writing a piece of paper, talking to a friend, just the slow motion aspects really dramatize the situation. So make sure to include slow motion in your footage to make it look more cinematic. Okay, so the second thing that you want to include in all your videos to make it look more cinematic and more movie-esque is a good color grade. Movies that really set apart the emotion and just draw that extra ounce of happiness or sadness or cold or warmth or whatever you're looking for is a color grade. And a lot of people don't even realize it when they watch it, but if you watch things like The Matrix where it's like super green, you can tell when they're in the Matrix, or if you're watching like Limitless with Bradley Cooper, you can see the color change in the movie dictate the scene and kind of tell the story more and more. So you don't have to necessarily completely professionally color grade all your footage, but adding a grade to it does give that extra element of professionalism. That's what you're seeing a lot of these wedding films, commercials, those types of things. Colorists will do different grades. So I would definitely recommend putting on just a basic grade for your footage. Again, if you guys are completely lost on this, I can make a separate video about how to do this, but the second aspect is definitely having a nice color grade to your footage. The third and final thing after you've got that slow motion, the color grade, the final little piece that you like to put on the pie to make it extra cinematic is adding letterboxes. So those letterboxes are essentially like when you go to a movie theater, a movie is in widescreen format. So it's going to give that nice widescreen look. It's just that extra element that kind of makes it look more cinematic and more of a movie, essentially. So those three things are really what sets your normal B-roll apart from making it look extra cinematic, extra buttery, and that will keep people watching for longer. If you want to learn more about the specifics of how to do these in an editing program like Premiere, make sure to drop a comment below and I will make an extended version of this. This video is more intended for just kind of the beginner marketer out there, not so much the videographer that's doing this type of thing that understands everything. So make sure to tune in to the next video. Next week, I'll be talking about some more things with cameras, tips and tools and tricks for entrepreneurs growing your business, all things video, everything like that coming up right here on the channel. So make sure to click that subscribe button below so you can be tuned in for that next week. If you're interested in more ways to kind of grow your brand with video, do some different things to kind of level up your video game if you're trying to scale your small business, I will link up in the YouTube card above here some different videos that I've made in that playlist that can kind of help you on that journey and help you understand how to get the most out of video and how to understand how to use it for your small business. Alright, that about it for you guys. My name is Ryan, helping you grow your brand with video, and we'll see you next week. Peace!